Another Russell Perks disciple, Lloyd Bingham, who's made appearances on Battle Arena before, is coming back to the cage at 66 kilos. This featherweight bout is A-class, so we're bringing back the headshots on the ground, baby.
This show is brought to you by Viking Warrior Nutrition. If you're a Viking and a warrior and you want some nutrition, get along to Viking Warrior Nutrition. The best suppliers of MMA, training equipment, rash guards, shorts, spats, even though spats are stupid, and gloves. The gloves you see the fighters wear here on Battle Arena are Viking Warrior Nutrition gloves. You can get your choice, white, red or blue. And also they supply nutrition products. So we are on some horrendous speed drink at the moment. It's literally called Extreme Speed. Next to my branch training with amino acids, which is what I need when the quality of this commentating is down to Viking Warrior Nutrition.
Exactly. Why eat like a man when you can eat like a Viking? And Viking Warrior, one of our many sponsors here at Battle Arena. As well, we want to give a shout out to Sports Chain, which is bringing all of this live via Facebook. Go to Sport Chain and go to facebook.com/Sports Chain and watch all the interviews from Battle Arena. That's Facebook/Sports Chain.
Munch.
And his opponent into the blue corner, Munsh, Modvhadia.
Munsh from 4th Dimension. This is a Muay Thai school. I mean, this is like, they say MMA, they don't have much MMA or Jiu-Jitsu on their timetable. It's Muay Thai, Muay Thai, Muay Thai. They also have a 120 square meter bag and mat area to train in. Cage walls on the side of the gym. This is an awesome facility, but I expect to see some strong striking from this 4th Dimension fighter.
Yeah, definitely, but the house doesn't always make the man, neither does the clothes, so he's got to come in and prove it, does Munch Modvhadia today against Lloyd Bingham from Russell Perks. We know the Russell Perks faithful always come in ready to scrap, and here we're going to see whether they can bring it from the 4th Dimension. A featherweight bout, A-class rules, headshot standing, headshots on the ground.
Travelled all the way from Nottingham. Is that close to Birmingham? I don't know.
They're right across from each other?
Okay, yeah, sure. I'm foreign.
I have no idea. It's all in the north.
Carsten looking awesome in he's got this like beautiful vest combo,
and we have
bushy beard.
And I have to make a
shout
out to that pocket watch is from the 19th century actually. It's an antique. He'll pull it out and show you.
Look, he's just checking his tie. Oh, look at that.
Very
like Victorian.
classy.
I think Victorians had face tattoos. Do you know Carsten
the
was
Pirates did.
Do you know Carsten was on a series of Tough?
Was he?
Yeah.
Nice.
Good pro in his time. He's been recovering from knee surgery, but we might see him in the cage once again.
Just can't keep him out of there, can we?
I can't remember which series of Tough he was on, but you have to ask him.
There we got Munch getting into the cage at the moment. He's just getting his final instruction from Paul Nichols. He'll be in.
Beautiful nose.
Yep. Ripe for punching. Or breaking. But he had a big smile, big grimace on his face there. We're seeing Lloyd Bingham looking very calm, collected. David Kelson in his corner, Russell Perks. They look like they're having a really good time over there, the Russell Perks gym. They're always happy for a fight. They touch gloves. Munch coming out as the southpaw. So we look for Lloyd Bingham to step outside of that lead leg of Munch's and step across.
He's got to make sure he doesn't do too much circling to his right, because then it's going to straight into the straight left of Munch.
And now you'll notice the speed difference in these lighter fighters. They're throwing kicks at tremendous speed and tremendous power.
Slip.
He misses. He eats a couple punches there on the way down. Lloyd Bingham might be getting a bit excited. He needs to calm down and start looking to pass. Get his hands off of the mat and onto his opponent.
Posture up. Maybe push Munch against the cage. So good job. He's got the arm around the head. I never really liked that as a guard position. I think he wants to be concentrating on getting posture, getting tall, which is done now. Now he wants to pass those legs, stay on top. Like to see him look to pass those legs. Keep his head back. Watch out for up kicks. Really, straight back in the guard. But it's a good attempt at passing. He needs to do the same thing now. Posture. Munch is interesting. He's just playing open guard. He's not really concerned with holding in Lloyd. He's quite happy looking for angles, trying to maybe look for submissions or get his feet on the hips and try to stand up again.
Munch is moving those hips. Possibly looking for some sort of submission like you said, Chris. But there we see Lloyd Bingham pressing his head into the cage. And then he lands a big left hand. and follows up with a right and another left. Lloyd Bingham starting to get a bit confident here. He's definitely hit the nose of Munsh. I'm not saying that just because of the side, but there seems to be some distinct swelling there on the nose of Munsh. He answers a kick back.
Lloyd is really nice striking, really rangy. He's got kind of a long leaping hook.
I do like that. Leaping in at that left hook, maybe following it up with the right hand is going to be a little bit more successful.
And most of the time he's circling to his left, away from Munch's power. It means that just shots like that, he's not getting the full force because he's moved away from it.
Yeah, I like this feinting going on from Lloyd Bingham. He's not getting drawn in. He's moving. He's making his space, and he's looking to capitalize. There's a kick.
Seeing Lloyd with just a little bit more footwork, and Munch is just a little bit flatter on his feet. I think Munch is looking for power, as Lloyd is looking for a little bit more of a setup. He's throwing some little feints, little hip movements.
Ooh, that glancing head kick there from Lloyd Bingham. Let's see if he can follow that up with something. He needs to set those up, maybe leading him with some jabs, some leg kicks, start mixing up high and low, and then he can go back high again. But so far, Lloyd Bingham is establishing the pace. He's making Munch fight at his pace. We saw them come out the gate in a big sprint, and now it seems Lloyd Bingham has slowed it down a bit.
Munch appears to be breathing the heavier of the two. Munch looks super confident at the start of this fight, and now doesn't seem to have the same confidence on his face, but he's throwing really well.
I do like the tightness of Munch's guard, but when he throws, he opens up, he drops his left hand, and that's where Lloyd Bingham is catching him with the rights.
Lloyd's actually landing that left, like sneaky little left hook quite a lot, and I think it's because Munch keeps his right arm quite low. Lloyd's using that to throw that left hook. Oh, and it just skinned him again. Left. Great first round. Yeah. I think Munch has overcommitted, too excited at the start of the fight, and that meant he overcommitted to his kicks, had a little slip, and sometimes you can just have a little bit of moisture on the mat, or the logos on the mat sometimes can make one spot slightly slippier than the other. Slipped over, Lloyd was straight on him. Saw some nice little guard passes. They look pretty even on the grappling side of things, but Lloyd with just slightly better footwork and slightly better timing. But I don't think Munch is out of this fight. Just needs to circle a little bit more and be a little bit lighter on his feet.
Yeah, and with both corners giving their instructions, look to see a few adjustments here in the second round. That could change the momentum. I like the guard of Munch Modvhadia. He's really tight there with his hands. He's throwing kicks at will. He's mixing it up, and he's stepping and using his footwork and feints really, really well. But you see Lloyd Bingham showing his own experience because he's not getting drawn in. He's not getting opened up. It doesn't seem like the confidence of Munch is having any effect on Lloyd Bingham. He's looking to step right out there and get back into it.
It's a bit of a contrast to styles as well. Munch is from a Muay Thai dominant school where they're a bit heavier on their feet. It's more about power. Then Lloyd is from more of a Taekwondo traditional martial arts school where it's more about footwork, darting, going in and out, setting it up. And we are seeing a combination of the two. Like Munch is just power, whereas Lloyd is a little bit more.
You saw Lloyd lead with that right hand and then immediately shake his head. He knew it was a mistake. Look for him to adjust, getting a bit excited. Munch now looking to close him down, fires a knee up the middle, another knee.
Oh,
ooh.
Great knee through the middle. This is where Munch would come in big. I think if he can get pressure, if he can do some clinch work, this could change the route of this fight. Lloyd likes dancing on his feet. Munch needs to pressure him.
Yeah, now Munch is chasing him around. He's really making a statement at the beginning of the second round. Lloyd Bingham's got to get back on his bike and start either riding forward or backwards. He's looking away and trying. Ooh, he eats a big knee.
This is where a little bit of advice from your coach can make all the difference. All of a sudden, okay, Munch is like, all right, I'll try a little bit of clinch work. That's what the coach told me to do between rounds, and it's changing the course of this fight. And I think Munch senses it as well. And Lloyd looks a little bit deer in the headlights now. He's a little bit tentative to let his shots go because he's nervous of Munch closing the distance and landing those knees again.
Mm-hmm. And that tie style with the plum, he's able to get that double collar tie and use it to fire those knees up the middle. So now you see Lloyd a little bit tentative in throwing so his hands don't get covered.
Lloyd needs to circle a little bit more, use that footwork, and throw that left hook middle. That left hook is landing consistently.
I want to see Lloyd close the distance and look for a takedown. I know the Russell Perks guys are good with their Taekwondo, but you got to close that distance. If it's not working on the feet, take it to the ground, Lloyd.
Oh, Munch looking for the takedown. Oh,
Looks
Lloyd.
like Munch heard me, and now he's fallen into a quarter guard position. Passes to mount easily, and now he can look to rain down shots on Lloyd Bingham.
This is a very back and forth fight. I thought Lloyd looked really dominant in the first round, and now Munch has come out a little bit of ice, a bit more of a pressure fighter in the second round, instead of trying to pick his shots, which wasn't working against the footwork of Lloyd.
Big shots here coming
Great
from
ground and
ground.
mount. Now this is where Lloyd is maybe showing his inexperience. He's throwing shots from the bottom of the mount. Your whole focus has got to be on escaping. You've got to get your feet on those cage panels. You've got to bridge off. You've got to be fighting off. You've got to time when Munch is throwing those big shots and use that as the moment to drive your hips up and make some space.
Always be wary of the guy who starts a little bit slow because he's just picking up momentum. Munch is like a snowball right now. He's just building up momentum. And he's landing some shots through the middle of the guard of Lloyd Bingham, bouncing his head off the canvas with that big left hand that snuck through.
Now, is Lloyd intelligently defending himself?
Alan
I'm not
Jackson's
sure.
on top of it. This is coming close to a finish here. If
Lloyd's
Munch can
got
keep-
a bridge. He's got to get his feet on those cage panels. His corner should be screaming at him. But
There it
that's
is.
what he's
There it
doing.
is.
Yes, he's
But is he going to give up the back? He doesn't seem to have
got
enough
to
left
try
in him.
again. Oh, a little Kimura from Mount. It's a very unusual submission.
We got
It's going to be hard to
figure
get the
four.
angle. Oh, very slick roll to his belly. It's giving up the back. It might have been a smart thing to do. There was only 10 seconds to go. He said, meant the fight didn't get stopped.
He's got 10
Last few seconds.
Last few seconds of the second round, and it's been all Munch
Oh.
on Munch Modvhadia, really showing that a first round isn't your destiny.
2 rounds apiece. Look, 2 rounds. 1 round apiece. 2
One
total.
round apiece. Yep, going into the third. This is the do or die round. Can Modvhadia ride that momentum into the finish, or is it going to be Lloyd Bingham looking to seesaw it back in his direction? Can he swing the momentum back? Can Russell Perks and the faithful here, all the fans, the millions and millions of Russell Perks fans that have made their way to Birmingham tonight, can they be a bit of a difference here for Lloyd Bingham? We shall see.
I'm so impressed by Munch's pressure in that round. His coach must have come in and said, look, clinch up.
Throw those knees. You know
Yeah.
where you're good. Man, and he threw them with reckless abandon. I think he must have driven Lloyd Bingham's navel right out through his spine with that one on the far cage wall there, that big right knee that came up through the middle.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he could stop this fight with a knee. And that's the style. It's like, all right, if we're bouncing at range, probably the Taekwondo style of Lloyd has got the advantage. But if we're getting close, playing that plum game, the Muay Thai of Munch is going to be a lot stronger.
Excellent show of respect here from both fighters. Look for Munch to be doing the same thing. He fires a big left hand down through the middle. You saw Munch being very active with his leg kicks there in the second round, and I think that might have set the pace. He's leading with that right hand, looking to cover the...
Oh, great left hook. That left hook has been landing the whole fight. But excellent
Another
idea from
takedown.
Munch. Took him down, control the position. He finished the last round, dominating on the ground. And to get it straight back there was a smart thing to do.
Good use of the cut back there and an over-under position.
Lloyd's
Munch
trying to...
Modvhadia. Now he's trying to sneak the knee across to step into mount.
Lloyd's trying to block him with that leg, but when you do that, it means that, oh, you can't really bridge out of it. And now he's stuck in the bottom of the mount, but this is the start of the round. There's a lot of time left in this round. Munch could finish this if he can stay in this mount and land some bombs.
Russell Perks cornering right now. Lloyd Bingham's corner, calling for him to bridge up.
Well, they need to, they're shouting into the bridge. They need to tell him that he needs to get him lower down. He needs to
Two
bring his
hands on the
elbows in, bridge, get him lower down.
Munch Modvhadia's looking at the ref to stop it. He thinks he's got him in a position where Lloyd Bingham can intelligently defend himself. Alan Jackson looking at the action. And there's the stop there. Probably a good stop.
Really
TKO
good stoppage.
victory for Munch Modvhadia. Fourth dimension, using that Muay Thai to dominate things on the feet in that second round, and then bringing it right back to the ground in the third round with a cutback takedown.
That's a great...
So after 1 minute and 19 seconds of the third round, we have your winner by TKO from the blue corner, Munsh Modvhadia.
Great performance from Dinesh. Really dominant.
Please make some noise for Lloyd Bingham.
Lloyd looked really good. I'm sure he's got a long career ahead of him.
Come on, chap. How are you, man? How are you feeling after that fight? Tough one? Just all right. So second round, you had the mount position. Was landing some good ground and pound. Did you think you had the finish there? So you toughed it out, went to the third round. You got a nice sort of outside trick, then finished it nice and easy in the third round. Another fight, another win for you. Congratulations, man. Let's hear it one more time to a winner, Munsh Modvhadia.